Let's stop pretending. The United States is not drowning in debt by accident. It is not mismanaging its finances. And it is not waiting for some bipartisan miracle to fix the problem. The truth is darker, simpler, and far more uncomfortable. The U.S. debt system only works when the world is afraid. And fear needs enemies. Enemies need weapons. Weapons need wars. This episode is called Record Public Debt, or Why the United States Needs War. Not wants, needs. $34 trillion. Any other country would be collapsing. Its currency would be trash. Its bond market would be radioactive. But not the United States. Why? Because the U.S. doesn't just borrow money. It prints the world's permission slip. The dollar isn't strong because America is responsible. It's strong because America is armed. Remove the aircraft carriers. Remove the military bases. Remove NATO enforcement. And the dollar becomes just paper with a dead president on it. Let's be honest about how this works. America borrows money. Foreign countries buy U.S. debt. Those dollars are spent on weapons. Those weapons are stationed near those same countries. That's not economics. That's coercion with paperwork. This is why the U.S. can survive debt levels that would destroy anyone else. Because debt is backed by force projection, not productivity. And force projection needs conflict. Peace is dangerous. Peace makes people ask questions like, why are we spending $900 billion on defense? Why are we funding foreign wars? Why can't we afford health care? War shuts them up. War converts debt into patriotism. War converts inflation into sacrifice. War converts corruption into national security. In wartime, accountability dies quietly. This isn't about soldiers. Soldiers are expendable in this system. This is about corporations. Every missile fired is a reorder. Every drone lost is a quarterly earnings call. Every conflict zone is a long-term contract. Raytheon doesn't pray for peace. Lockheed Martin doesn't fear escalation. Defense stocks rise on body counts, quietly, legally, efficiently. War is not chaos. War is scheduled revenue. America doesn't need to win wars anymore. Victory is expensive. Endings are inconvenient. What the system needs is endless threats, endless instability, endless justification. Ukraine doesn't need to be resolved. The Middle East doesn't need peace. Taiwan doesn't need clarity. They need tension. Because tension keeps budgets open and critics silent. Why send Americans to die when someone else can do it? Modern U.S. warfare looks like this. Others bleed America supplies. Contractors profit. Debt expands. Politicians posture. This isn't strategy. It's outsourced violence. And it's cheaper politically, not economically. This is Washington's real fear. Not China, not Russia, not terrorism. Peace. Because peace exposes the math. Peace forces budget cuts. Peace forces dollar competition. Peace forces reality. If the world stops fearing American power, the debt stops being imaginary. Interest rates rise. Confidence falls. The empire feels gravity. Let's call it what it is. War is not about winning. War is about buying time. Every conflict postpones the reckoning. Every escalation kicks the can. Every crisis justifies another trillion. This is not leadership. This is managed decline with explosions. When war becomes economic policy, morality becomes optional. Civilian deaths become statistics. Refugees become collateral effects. Entire nations become chessboards. And the people paying for it? Not politicians, not contractors, taxpayers, soldiers, the poor. Future generations buried under debt they never voted for. America doesn't collapse because of enemies. It collapses when the dollar stops being sacred, the military stops being feared, the debt stops being ignored. Wars delay that moment, but they also guarantee it. This isn't anti-American. It's anti-illusion. A system that requires war to survive will eventually consume itself. Debt demands dominance. Dominance demands violence. Violence demands lies. And lies don't compound forever. I'm James Smith. If this episode made you uncomfortable, good. Because comfort is how this system survives.